What's up, everybody? Welcome back to everybody that was already in here. We just have a couple minutes until kickoff, and they're going over about how Mac Jones has been better than all of the other QBs drafted this year combined. So we'll have just another commercial break away, and we'll be getting started. I'm only rooting for the Patriots tonight because Obi Win is in the house and he needs 3 points to win, and he's got the Patriots defense tonight, and so he needs those points so he can make it into the playoffs. So I'm pulling for them for him. I feel like this game honestly could go either way, but it's snowy and cold and windy. So this is going to be a tough game for both these quarterbacks. I think it's definitely going to come down to who plays more disciplined and who has the better run game. I know that the Patriots have their running back in Damian Harris, but they also have a fullback that they've been using a lot. So I know not a lot of teams use the fullback anymore, but I feel like that can make things interesting. I think both of these offensive have lots of great pieces, but it's just going to come down to which defense stands taller today. The Bills are missing Tre'Davious White, and I've been talking about that a lot this week. I know he's just one guy, but I do feel like that could be an issue. They've got a lot of great guys like Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano and different pieces on their defense that have proven to be just as worthy as everybody else. But we got the tie vote in there, so maybe we'll get a tie tonight. What's up, Balzine? How's it going? Wolfcat 5K is in the house tonight, which is an unusual but pleasant surprise. My dad is in here, Puppet Master, and obviously Obi Win. It's good to see you guys. I know most of you were in our stream just a little bit ago, but it's nice to see you again, of course. I am indeed. Yes, it's always a good time when Wolfcat shows up. So it is very nice to see you. I'm actually really excited that it is snowing there because I have not got to watch very many weather-influenced games this season, and so snow games are my favorite. It doesn't look like enough to be covering the ground completely, but it's definitely flurrying, and wind is throwing it all around pretty good, so I'll take what I can get. It just showed the same commercial 2 times in a row. I want to know who plans these. What's up, Jay? Nice to see you, my dude. I know that it's Monday, so all of you guys will probably be busy here starting in 45 minutes or so. But we've got a pretty good game ahead of us tonight. I think most people have chosen Buffalo, which I understand. They're at home, and it's a tough place to play in already. But the Patriots have been excellent on the road so far this year. All right, they're back from commercial, but they're showing one of the intro videos, so we're just about there. I'm gonna get rocking and rolling. And it's awesome to see you. I appreciate that, Jay. It's crazy to see the turnaround from the Patriots last year to the Patriots this year. I'm chilling now after metal detecting earlier. Heck yeah, my dude. Let's see if Big Mac can get it done in bad weather. Yeah, I'm really curious to see that. Like, about him specifically is how the weather's going to affect him. I'm confident in his decision-making abilities, but I'm not worried about like the primetime crowd. He did play for Alabama, but the weather specifically, I'm excited and curious to see like how he handles that. Hashtag Money Digs. Hashtag Monday Digs is going to be going on starting with the Ohio River History Dad's channel at 9 p.m., I believe. So if anybody wants to head over there and support all of those guys, because that community is definitely awesome. But Jay, you rock also, man. I appreciate you. All right. This game is getting underway, and it looks like Buffalo is kicking first. So we're going to see Mac Jones and the New England offense on the field first. So he kicked off, and the wind assisted that kick, and it went into the stands. Patriots ball. All right, let's get my little scoreboard up on here. I'm going to change the color to blue today because I feel like blue is the most appropriate color. There we go. All right, 1st and 10 at the 25. They've got a man in motion, and he hands it off to Damian Harris and gets about 2 yards on a 1st down. And this game is ready to go. Jordan Poyer, that's another guy on the Bills defense I didn't list earlier. He's another one of those guys that, just like Tre'Davious White and Tremaine Edmonds, they're huge playmakers for them. So Mac about to throw 5 picks, and it'll be great. I mean, maybe if he throws it that much. All right, 2nd and 8. And they hand it off again. And Damian Harris gets a couple more yards there. Everybody smash that like button. Hey, I appreciate you. So it's going to be 3rd down. And the Bills defense is fired up. They're at home, so I understand. They want to impress. I wonder if they're going to throw here on 3rd down. This wind is something heavy. It's getting loud in the stadium. It's 3rd and 5. It doesn't look like a very long 5, though. They had Hunter Henry in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible at the line. And they toss it, but he drops the ball, and he recovers it, but he loses a lot of yards. So that's going to be a 4th and long, and the first 3 and out of the game. So he just did not get his hand on that when they tossed it. He's lucky he recovered that, because that probably would have been a touchdown if recovered. Manning cast or regular cast? I mean, if you're watching it, I prefer the Manning cast, but I am watching just the regular cast at the moment. So it's going to be 4th and 11, and it's a low snap, but Jake Bailey gets the punt up, and he returns it for a few yards down to the 47-yard line on Buffalo's side. So they've got short field position right here. That punt was glorious, man. That wind is something special. Protecting the football early will be key. Turnovers will play a big role. I definitely agree with that. I feel like whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win this game. So the Buffalo also starts on the ground to Singletary, and he gets about a yard or 2 and gets pushed out of bounds on the left side. Oh, that was Matt Breida. Sorry, I was very quiet last night, very tired. Hey, don't worry about it. I understand completely. 38-yard punt. Yeah, that was horrible. Breida's getting the start. I know, Dad. I'm excited about that. I mean, I told Obi when I was rooting for Rooting for the Patriots defense for him, but I do enjoy some Matt Breida. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. They gave him 3 on that, and they handed off again. But it's going to be, well, it's going to be a loss of 1, but he fought for another yard. I'm 4 hours away, but branches are hitting the house. Sorry, Caps Lock. Nah, it's all good. Imagine a lot of these teams with the goats like Moss, T.O., Rice, man. A lot of these teams be scary. Yeah, no kidding. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 on the New England 49-yard line. Josh Allen drops back. Here's going to be our first pass attempt, and it is dropped by Dawson Knox. He couldn't hold on to it. So there's going to be another 3 and out. This game, I feel like, is going to look a lot like this unless someone can get busted out on the run game. Yeah, it was a really great throw, but he just couldn't haul it in. He hit him in the hands. Let's see how good this punt is. I feel like the wind is in their favor, so it might go through the back of the end zone. All the way down to... It's going to be a touchback. If he could have caught up to it, that would have been down in like the 5-yard line, 4-yard line, but that was a pretty good punt. Pretty controlled punt. So I saw the kickoff. And we're on our first commercial break. That was just, yeah, see, he hit him in the hands. It was a great throw. He just didn't pull it in. He just dropped it. I feel like those 2 drives went so fast that we did not earn a commercial break yet. So the Patriots are going to take over on the 20-yard line. This is a battle of who gets a break first. Is that some of your hair sticking out of the top of your hat? No. But it'd be pretty funny. My hair is not that long. It's a little wild because my cat got a hold of it when I first got it. But I guess it does kind of look like hair like that. Well, let's check out this poll and see what damage you guys done to it. So you got 50% for the Bills, 43 for the Patties, and 7 for the tie. Everyone be sure to vote in that poll before halftime, and I will take it down. Maybe the bowl is extra hard because of the cold. Yeah, I'm thinking that. It's hard, and our hands are cold, and it's windy. I mean, the pass was great, so the wind didn't affect that one, but all of this weather combined is going to make it really hard to catch a football. I mean, even on the Patriots' first drive, when they just tossed it for that last play and he dropped it. With the weather, the way it is, the Bills got to win. Mac's arm's not strong enough to handle this win, unlike Allen's arm. I mean, you're not wrong. Josh Allen definitely has a stronger arm by far than Mac Jones. He's going to have to bulk up in the offseason if it doesn't start getting better for him. Ball safety, short passes out of the backfield, and running the football will win. Downfield is too risky. Yeah, I mean, unless some dude is wide open all by themselves, downfield is definitely risky. It's flurrying, but it's not enough to start pounding the ground just yet. I hope so, though. I do. I definitely hope so. All right, and we are back. This game will be so bad that it'll end up being great. That's kind of what I was thinking, Luke. Luke, since you're a Dolphins fan, who are you rooting for in this game? 1st and 10, they go back to the ground, and he gets about a yard or 2. There, he got about 2 there. Not much open for him there. Well, but these defenses are pretty prepared for the run right now because you just know that's where it's going for the most part. Brady left the Pats, and I found myself able to cheer them more, although I think the Bills will win it. That's exactly what I've been saying. Is like I thought I always hated the Patriots, but I just didn't like Brady, so I don't hate the Patriots quite as much. So it's going to 2nd and 8. It's like 26 degrees there. They're on the 22-yard line. He hands it off straight up the middle and gets 3 or 4. Well, I hate both of these teams, but I need the Bills to win for the Dolphins to have better playoff chances. Yeah, see, I kind of figured you were going that way, and I also assumed that you hated both of them. You probably like the Jets because they are terrible. This is going to be 3rd and 4 now. I wonder if he'll go to the air this time. Well, they got everyone lined up like he's going to throw it. And they still hand it off. And it's going to be a loss of 2 or 3. Yeah, about to say, Luke, you got to say Bills tonight. Yeah, for sure. 4th and 5. Both of the Patriots' 3rd downs in this game, they've lost yards. Yeah, this game's messy. I don't mind the Jets. They seem like a little brother to the Dolphins. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like you don't really have much reason to hate them, especially right now. All right, 4th and 5. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. And he gets it away, but the wind just that punt was worse than the first one. They're still in Patriots territory. They're in field goal range right now already, I'm pretty sure. Not that they're gonna kick a field goal. Well, they've got the wind on their side right here, but I'm just saying that punt was even worse than the first one. That wind is killing them. They're gonna have to start going for it on 4th down. They'll probably give up less field position that way. And we're back on commercial. I feel like we're going to see more commercials tonight just for the pure fact that this is such a highly talked about game anyway. And so make as much money as they can off of it. Man, I can't get over that punt. I thought the first one was horrible. Poor guy. He's going to kill his average today. These commercials are stupid too. Also, did anybody watch the Come On Man during segment during pregame when they showed Brian Kelly at the LSU game? Do you think someday the game will play in a small window while commercials play the entire game? The way they are about their money, I would not be surprised. They'd make bank too. I guess can't. The commercials are getting horrible. And they get more like ridiculous every time I watch them. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you got to pay to watch the game, but you can watch the commercials for free. All right, I think this commercial break's just about done. There we go. Oh, they're re-showing the punt. I wish I could just show on here, so if anybody's like not watching the game, they can see it, but that was horrible. So they're starting on the New England 40-yard line. They said the shortest New England punt dating back to 2007. So they start, Josh Allen throws the ball to the side to Emmanuel Sanders, but he gets hit immediately for a loss of a couple, and it's going to be 2nd down. So the Bills kicker said he only feels comfortable on the line kicking field goals from the extra point or closer. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 now. We've got 8 minutes left in the first quarter, or 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. We had Dawson Knox in motion, and they hand it off up the middle to Devin Singletary, and he gets about 4. This field position, man. Their average drive start position is in opponent's territory due to punting. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. And Josh Allen's alone in the backfield. Somebody jumped. So there's our first flag of the game. It's going to be on the defense for 5 yards. He jumped a little early. Matthew Judon. He's been an excellent pickup for them as well. Yeah, he definitely crossed just a little bit early. So now it's only 3rd and 4. And Matt Breida's in the game, but he's not lined up in the backfield. Josh Allen's still alone in the backfield. And he throws it to the side that was to Matt Breida. First completed pass of the game, and the first down of the game. I missed sarcastic ball. That was real football. Yes. All right, so 7 minutes left of the first quarter, and we have our first down of the game. Buffalo is the first team to move anything at all. And they're on the 30-yard line. And they hand it off, but he drops it. And it looks like the Patriots have recovered. He dropped it right after the handoff. He couldn't hold on to it. And it looks like the Patriots recovered. The Buffalo Bills got the first down, but the New England defense has the first turnover. There you go, Obi. That should help you. Whack. All right. This game's getting messy. I can't even hand the ball off without this weather affecting it. And we're on commercial. I just don't understand. We've had 4 commercials and we're not even commercial breaks and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. There's life for the Patriots defense at least. Now let's see if the offense can complement that turnover. Music to my ears. I was going to say, I know you'd like to hear that. Well, they're still sitting at 0 points allowed. Ain't got a fumble recovery. You're doing all right so far. Tie. There's Dave. Oh, so there's 2 votes in the tie category now. So I don't know who the second one was. Unless it was Puppet Master, but he'd already been in here a while before that one got picked. So there's 2 in here voting for a tie. At this rate, it might end in a tie. Bills had perfect field position and then fumbled the ball. It's cold. I know it's cold. That's why I'm saying a tie is possible. This game would be fun to play in absolute chaos. That's what I'm saying. Like, anything can happen at any second, and so you never know what to expect. But See who breaks out. 0-0 tie would be a great Christmas present. That would be literally hilarious. I don't know if it's ever happened before, but I feel like if it did, it was because it was cold like this. 0-0 tied. That would be just insane. 6:55 left in the first quarter. And I think this is the Patriots' best starting field position so far on their own 31. I had to walk my dogs. I about froze. Yeah, I took my dogs out earlier. It was pretty freaking cold. I took the Pats in our pool this week. Can't stand it, but they're on a roll. What's up, Rob? All right, so they stayed on the ground for this first play, and they lost 2 yards. So Buffalo's defense is going to play as well as they can, obviously, but they're going to be fired up this game, I'm sure. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. And I feel like Mac Jones at least has to try to throw the ball here. You can't hate the Patriots, though, Rob, because their rookie quarterback is your quarterback 2.0. So they do a fake behind the back handoff to Nelson Aguilar, and they got a gain of about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down. Has anyone ever seen or heard of a 0-0 tie in the NFL? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's ever happened. 3rd and 5 now. 5:50 left in the first. Let's see if they can convert or go backwards again on this. They haven't had they've had 2 bad 3rd downs, so maybe they'll throw it this time. There have been 73? Or do you mean 7-3? So they toss it to Damian Harrison. He's wide open, and there's nothing but green in front of him. Straight to the house. Patriots score first. 64 yards on the ground. Wow. That hole. I appreciate you, Rob. Stacking the box will end poorly. Eventually, if someone ever got through, I, as a Raider fan, can and forever will hate the Pats. Now, I'm talking about Rob because he's a Tampa fan, and he hated Tom Brady until Tom Brady came to Tampa Bay. So you gotta love Mac Jones because Mac Jones is Tom Brady 2.0. But Damian Harris, there's not gonna be any 0-0 tie in this game, and they're gonna go for 2 because they don't even want to try to kick it. I don't blame them for avoiding it. There's a guy running in motion. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they toss it to, and he got the 2 points. Yeah, he's our cheater now. LOL and the GOAT. So there were 73 0-0 ties. $5:18 left. We're going to commercial. When we come back, they're going to have a kickoff, and I'm scared to see how this kickoff goes with this wind. Um, 4 TDs yesterday, 2 to Gronk and 15 catches by Godwin, a new team record. You played against the Falcons, but the Falcons played a really good game, and also Brady threw a pick 6. So it was a good game for me. So technically, he threw 5 TDs yesterday, Rob. What's up, Robert? Some team names: the Eskimos, the Triangles. I like the Eskimos. They'd be playing really well right now. What up, Shelby? Pat scoring in the wind is huge. Yeah, I figured they were going to have a little bit more success like in the second half when they switch sides. Those names are awesome, though, Dave. Washington Glee Club. I'm here for it. That's about the same name they have now. $73. Do you want to Kansas City Chiefs? Do I want to what with the Kansas City Chiefs? Do I like them? Because yes, I love them. Do you think the NFL will get new teams after next year or not anytime soon? I'm showing only one. Yeah, he said it was like back way before that, but before we had some of these teams that we have now, Rob. To answer your question, unless they figure orange tornadoes, that's pretty sweet. Before that, Houston showed any kind of organization at all this season. I thought they were going to be gone, which means we would have room for a new NFL team. So maybe. All right, they kicked it. And it was actually a good kick, but it ended in a touchback. So the Bills are going to start at the 25. Can you see this link? I cannot. Let me check on the YouTube side. No, I don't see any link. NFL wants to expand to England, Europe, and a team in Mexico. I saw something about Russia too. Like as an option. Like talking about in general. Oh, you didn't spell it wrong, Rob. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. They're going to go to the air here, and he throws it to Stephon Diggs and gets about 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd down now. Man, Russia would be a long way away. You're right, though. I did hear that as like a rumor when they were talking about the expansion stuff. Yeah, I don't think any link came through. What's up, Shinks? Who you got tonight? So it's going to be 2nd and 2. And they're all stacked up in the middle, but they got 2 guys wide on the left. And they hand it off to Singletary. Looks like he got the 1st down. Mexico City Bulls. That would be cool. I want to see, like, no matter which country, but, like, instead of bulls, like, matadors. From the 20s and 30s. Yeah, you said it was a while back, but yeah, that's insane, though. If you think Buffalo is cold, Russia would be straight up frigid. The ball would freeze and become a weapon. So Allen is running around, and he finally gets taken down after a guard of 1. I could see 2 UK teams, 2 Canada teams, and probably like a team in Mexico because I know they play in Mexico City a lot. Mexico City Burros. Dude, yeah, football would be a weapon. Man, the travel for Russia would be a little bit, but yeah, you're right. It would depend on what part. Dude, it feels like -9 in here in Wisconsin. The Beijing State run football team. All right, so 2nd and 8 after that scramble around for Josh Allen. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 with 3:47 to go. I have 33 degrees here in St. Louis. I think it's about 30 here. So they hand it off to Singletary, and I think he lost about a yard. They're acting like there was a fumble, but I don't think there was. I know that it's not very warm here today. My hands are freezing. I just turned the heat on earlier because I forgot to during our first stream we ran earlier. I forgot that the Patriots got Kyle Van Noy. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 now. I didn't think he got very much if he did. I'm very sorry to hear that, Robert. I'm not very, Josh Allen scrambles, and it was picked off, but there was a flag. Oh, wait, that was Cole Beasley. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear about the loss of your family member. I know it's not easy, but I know everybody in here are going to be more than supportive because it's not easy for anybody. Providence Steamrollers. Steamrollers. Well, you're going to have like 17 Marshawn Lynches on your team. So it's going to be 3rd and 17 after the penalty. It said that Cole Beasley caught that pass, but it looked like a Patriot who caught it, but I couldn't see because I was on the sideline. It's not a great camera angle. I don't think they're going to go for the deep ball, but maybe. So Josh Allen throws under pressure, targeting Emmanuel Sanders, but I don't think he was ready to catch a football. So it's going to be a 4th and 17. Big defensive stop here. Yeah, he took a big shot right there. Actually, I mistyped that. It's the Providence Steamroller. Oh, so just one Marshawn Lynch. Steamrollers. There would be a lot of them. I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo goes to get Adams in free agency. Whoa, so they punted it. It was a pretty deep punt, but they're saying that the Patriots touched it, so it's going to be Buffalo ball. But the refs are saying Patriots ball. I don't think it touched him. I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo goes to get Adams in free agency or trades for Michael Thomas in the offseason because I expect Sanders and Cole to retire after the season. I don't think Davis is ready to be a number 2 wide receiver. If it touched him, it touched his helmet. But that angle it showed me, it didn't look like it did. Let's see. Let's show it again. I don't think it touched him. It doesn't look like it. What's up, Raleigh? Oh, okay, I saw it that time. So that's Buffalo's football right in the red zone. I could see somebody like Buffalo going after Michael Thomas, definitely. Devontae Adams, I think that all depends on what Aaron Rodgers does. Watching wrestling, WWE, and NFL Bills, Patriots at the same time. Heck yeah, my dude. What match is on now? Oh, you're asking about WWE. The Indianapolis. I'm not even trying. All right, so they're going to be on their own 14-yard line with 2:07 left in the first quarter. And he throws it to Gabriel Davis into the end zone, and that is a touchdown. That was a nice pass by Allen. I think the Bills might win this one close game, though. Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, I didn't think I'd see that either, but the wind is in their favor right now, so he doesn't have to throw it much harder, I guess, than as Mac Jones would. But that was a great pass by Josh Allen. All right, so they're going to kick the field goal. And it is good by Tyler Bass. So it's going to be 8-7. New England is still leading. I wonder what the second half's going to look like with the Patriots having the wind on their side and Buffalo not. I guess it all is going to depend on how the rest of this half goes, but dang. I wonder. I'm also curious. It's on commercial now, but I'm also curious how the Bills' defense is going to um, play against the Patriots now that they saw with what stacking the box could happen, and so see if they're going to play any guys a little deeper. What a crazy football game so far. Yeah, no kidding. Adams just wants to be paid as a top wide receiver. He said he'd love to play with Carr again. Yeah, but I'm not sold that Carr's still going to be with Vegas next year just because of all the stuff going on and everything's changing there. I mean, I wouldn't see why he didn't play there, but I could see him going somewhere else. What if Derek Carr landed in Green Bay and Rodgers in Vegas? What would Devontae Adams do then? I don't know. I just know this offseason's going to be freaking wild. Who has a ton of money? Well, I feel like it's going to ick. Yeah, I know. But I just feel like it's all going to depend on who ends up where and whose contracts are ending this year, like with these quarterbacks and everything, and who gets Deshaun Watson, because I know there's going to be too much money involved with that. And I don't want eyeliner Carr in Green Bay. I'm just saying anything could happen. I wouldn't care because then he would be out of the AFC and I don't have to worry about him as much. I think I would rather lose with a chance with Love than tread water with Carr. I understand that. I could see that. I don't see the Raiders trading him. He's still got another year and he doesn't want to play for another team. Yeah, they'll probably keep him at least for the rest of his contract. But I don't know. You would rather face Rodgers than Carr? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if Derek Carr left the NFC or in AFC to the NFC, I wouldn't be mad. All right, so this kick is up and it's going to be beyond a touchback. So Patriots are going to be at the 25-yard line. We've got 2:02 left in the first quarter. I don't think Jordan Love's that bad. I just think he's a project and just needs time. Bills, don't screw this up, please. Hey, they're still losing, technically, Luke. So they're stacked, but they've got one guy out a little bit. And so he stutters and then hands it off. And someone got through again, but he got only a first down. Love is clearly not ready yet. Yeah, see, I think he could be very effective in the future, but he just needs more time. Ramondre Stevenson. Rodgers was trash when he first entered the league. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some quarterbacks just need time. They need time to sit on the bench and cook a little. All right, 1st and 10. Mac Jones has yet to pass the ball once yet. And they go back to the ground game. Oh, just kidding. He fakes it and he throws it. And it's juggled, but he pulls it in. Little floater pass out to Jonnu Smith. He just bobbles it up and brings it in. It's a horrible pass because he's throwing against the wind. But he did throw it a little high. But Jonnu Smith's an incredible player. I mean, I just like tight ends, so I'll probably say that about most of them. All right, and so they hand it off to Stevenson again. He's just dragging people along. That's a tough dude. Now he's just a diva. All right, so there's 17 seconds left. They might let the quarter run out. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Just need one Pats defensive touchdown. Just one. Come on, Santa, hook me up. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Very odd score, but it's what we got. 8-7. And we're on commercial break. Number 7,000 already. I mean, one pass batted up Obi and intercepted could definitely happen. But if the Pats hadn't muffed that punt, which he didn't even realize that he had, the Pats defense wouldn't have been in that situation. Starting on like the 14-yard line, 16-yard line. The Bills has a high scoring offense despite the weather. I mean, I know they only put up like 2 field goals against Jacksonville, but that was just one of those trap games, I think. Let's check out this. Got 28 votes so far. 46 of you guys have said the Bills. 39 have said the Patties. And 14 have said tie. Let's see what we got here. Come on, Santa, hook me up. I mean, that looks like closer to Santa weather than it is for me here in Buffalo right now. Jordan Love has COVID. I know a bunch of players like Keenan Allen and a couple others. I think they said 13 or 11 players tested positive for COVID today. I didn't know about Jordan Love, but I knew that there were a couple. Rodgers threw over 4,000 yards this first season. I didn't even see that message the first time. Quizquam. Who did the Packers pick up like mid-season this year? So 2nd and 4, it looks like they ran the ball and got stuffed up. I just looked over and it's all like they were all just piled in the middle on the line of scrimmage. Computer's crashing like crazy. I'll be back. Alrighty, Quizquam. Our QB room 303. Yeah, who's the other quarterback? Because I know they went in Blake Bortles. That's who it was. I didn't know he had COVID too. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Patriots have ran the ball 12 times and only passed it once. I forgot, and they flip field in quarters, not halves. I don't know why I thought that. So Bolden breaks through, and she's get tripped up at the Buffalo 30. It was 80 degrees here in Tampa Bay today. It must be nice. I think our high hit like 35 or something here. 15 for 2 cribbage score. What happened to the Bengals yesterday? I left the bar and they were down by 2. By the time I got home and they turned on, they were down big again. I don't know, man. It was a mess. Well, there was a Joe Mixon fumbled. Well, it was like a really weird look. I don't know what happened, and that put the Chargers in the red zone, and then it just went downhill from there. So they hand the ball off to Stevenson again, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards there. And so it's going to be second down and 7. Yeah, I have no idea, Dave. That was a mess. I think it started from when he threw that deep ball to Jamar Chase, and it ended up, if he would have caught it, it was a touchdown, but it got picked off, and that shifted everything. But they did, like you said, they came back. They failed their 2-point conversion, and we're only down 2, but turnovers killed them yesterday. I know Shelby's in here, Rob. I don't know if Dad's in here at the moment because his premiere just started 2 minutes ago. They go back to the ground with Stevenson again, and he gets another 4 more, 3 more. So now it's going to be 3rd and 4. Patriots are driving in Bills territory now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if this play doesn't get them the first down, they're going to go for it. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal. My screen just like lagged or something, but he ran it, got about 2 yards, and it's going to be 4th down. Oh, maybe they are going to kick it. All right, so the Patriots are going to attempt a field goal here on 4th and 2. If they make this, the score is going to get a little weirder. The kick is up, and it is good. So the score is 11-7. Sounds like we're going to commercial again, but it is going to be Bills football when we get back. Went so bad, the field goal post missing a flag. I didn't even notice. Yeah, they said the gusts from the wind was like 50 to 55 miles per hour. Some nasty wind there. I feel like 50 to 55 mile an hour wind would definitely bring me to the ground and make me just continuously tumble like a tumbleweed. There we go. That's bad. Yeah, that's horrible. Like 26 degrees and 55-mile wind and off and on snow flurries. That just sounds like a horrible game that I would not want to be at. But the fact that it's like our game of the week, like there's a lot of people there and they're troopers, man. I couldn't do it. If it was a playoff game, definitely. Regular season game, I don't know if I'd be willing to put myself through that. I know at Cincinnati games it can get pretty cold and they've seen snow before, but I don't think it's going to be that aggressive in Cincinnati as it is at the Buffalo Orchard Park. And Kansas City gets pretty bad too. They get some deep snow. So I'm sure it gets pretty bad there too. I think it was like in the 30s or something when I went in January, last January. but the sun was shining and it felt all right. It was okay. My feet just about fell off though, standing on that concrete. I thought like I was gonna lose my feet. Now that's a game that I'm excited to watch this coming week on Monday night, the Rams and Cardinals. See which one, the Rams are trying to bounce back but the Cardinals have been fairly consistent, so I don't know. I feel like that's just going to be brutal in Arizona. KC can get some serious snowstorms. My sister had 2 weeks of supplies in the closet in case it can't get out. I believe that. All right, kick is up. And they've got, looks like Matt Breida. So it bounced off his hands into the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback. Missouri doesn't get too cold, at least not for very long. I don't know. It was pretty cold when I went there, but it's not as bad as some of these other places. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25, 11:24 left in the half. It's 11-7. 11-7. What a weird game. Yeah, it says 25 to 35 miles per hour, but the gusts are 50 to 55. So Zach Moss gets his first carry for just a couple. Yeah, Green Bay is probably horrible. What's up, Jim? I would not want to live in Green Bay. I would not want to live in Buffalo. The Indiana, Kentucky area gets cold enough for me, and it's not nearly that bad compared to all those places. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Moss got 4 yards on that run. And they go back to the ground. And it looks like he's going to get 2 or 3 more. Maybe 4 more. About 4 more. So it's going to be about 3rd and 2 probably. Going to be 75 here tomorrow and 85 next week. Kind of tired of the warm weather. Man, Obi, I would trade you any day of the week. It's showing 27 here right now. So he completes a pass to Gabriel Davis, and he makes it all the way down to the 50-yard line. 16-yard catch. Why is the NFL trying so hard to hand Brady the MVP? Or Jonathan Taylor? I'm hard on the Jonathan Taylor for MVP train right now. Yeah, see, Luke's on the same page. Dude is literally carrying the Colts. I can't think of any more valuable player on a team than Jonathan Taylor to the Colts right now. Like if Derrick Henry were healthy, I would say him because it's the same situation. So Josh Allen keeps this time and he's still going. He took a couple shots. Gets about 4. Green Bay was like snow from Thanksgiving until St. Patrick's Day. Ugh, that makes me want to throw up. If Josh Allen wins tonight, he could be MVP. Yeah, he's thrown a few pick sixes and a lot of picks in general, though. I do think Cooper Kupp is definitely worth a mention. He's been lighting it up. 2nd and 5, handoff to Breida, and he's stopped about 2 yards short of the MVP. We get started. Give me talking. The first down. It snowed on the day I was born in April. God, that just sounds so miserable. I did get told recently that we might get our first snow here soon. And no, thank you. Jim, I did sub to you. I told you earlier. It's 3rd and 2. And they run it with Zach Moss, and he gets the first down. So they're moving the change right now. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, the ref lost his hat. I was like, what is going on? So it's actually 36, but it feels like 23 there. I thought they said it was 26, but I must have misread it earlier. So they're in New England territory now and moving. It's 1st and 10, and they hand it off to Zach Moss, and he gets stuffed about after 1 yard gain. But to be fair, places like KC and St. Louis aren't equipped to handle the snow as well. So like 4 inches of snow can shut down the roads for quite a while. That's fair. I know my grandparents live in Texas, and they got that snow last year, and it was like covering their doors, but they didn't know what to do. So it's gonna be 2nd and 9 now. 6 minutes left in the half. Those fans must be cold. I couldn't do it, I swear. I'm sure it's a fun experience, but it's just so cold, man. So Buffalo just got hit with delay a game. And Sean McDermott is screaming now. That's really close. I'm not sure if it actually is or not, but it's very close. So now it's going to be 2nd and 14. We might see Josh Allen keep it and run or go to the air here. So he's dropping back a little bit, and now he's scrambling, and he gets sacked. He lost about 6 yards on that play. So it's going to be 3rd and really, really long. Some guy that just got activated for the game today got the sack. Number 95. It is colder if it's wet. It looks pretty dry for now. Yeah, I don't see much. Like before the game you could see like the snow flying around and stuff, but I don't see much of that. So it might not be like as bad as it was, at 7 o'clock. So this is gonna be 3rd and 19. I think they're trying to get someone to jump. And Allen keeps. Oh, and then he ends up throwing it deep. And it's dropped by Dawson Knox. It was in his hand again, but he got hit. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he got hit, and it just flew out. Knox with another drop. I know. Yeah, that was in his hands, and Adrian Phillips just pushed his hands up into his hands as he dove for the tackle. Great defensive play for New England. And the punt is up. And it's going to land at about the 15, 16-yard line. And it's going to be Patriots ball when we get back from the commercial break. He moved out of the way of that punt that time. He was like, I'm not messing up this time. We had a Mizzou game one time when it was like 35 and raining. That was miserable. Plus, we had the frustrating experience of cheering for Mizzou. I'm so sorry. I went to a music festival in Columbus, Ohio in May, one of the two. And it was like pouring down rain and freezing for all 3 days. And so that was rough. I'm not a fan of being outside and staying wet. Like, it makes it so much worse because you're soaking wet. You can't do anything about it. And then the wind blows and you're just freezing and miserable all day. And that festival ran from like 9 a.m. to like midnight. Knox should have brought that in. That was right in his basket, man. All he had to do is like push it up against his chest, but he lodged his hand right through the ball and it shot out of there. But I mean, it would have been a great catch if he hauled it in, but it was laid right perfectly for him. Who was at the festival? Well, it was before that Sonic Temple Fest changed and it was Rock on the Range. And I'm trying to remember because I went to a lot of them who was there that year. I remember the band Crown the Empire was playing just because my friend and I, like, she took a picture of us and I just remember the caption being like something about Crown the Empire and being literally soaking wet from the rain. They were one of the morning bands that had played that night. It was 2016, I think. It was 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line, and he swallowed up. He got thrown back for a loss of a couple. I know I saw the band Highly Suspect. I know they were one of the ones there for sure. I don't listen to them, but I remember watching them. I went to so many of those festivals, I can't remember that year's. It rained the last year me and my dad went as well. 2nd and 12. They're just backing themselves up in their own red zone right now. And there's a flag out. They shut the play down early. Oh, so New England called a timeout. It wasn't a flag. Mac Jones' little face is so red. Every time I look at him, I just feel like he's like actually 12 years old. And so his little face is so red. It's like a little baby through his helmet. Yeah, good defensive play for sure. McDermott he's so mad, man. It's like the 3rd time they showed him screaming in this game already. All right, so 2nd and 12, 4:31 left in the half. New England's deep in their own territory. The 14-yard line, to be exact. And they toss it to Damian Harrison. He loses a lot more yards. So 3rd and 1,000,000 coming up. And they're getting closer and closer to their own end zone. Buffalo Mafia is loud right now. I mean, there's a lot of Patriots fans there too because they were showing the stands, and you saw a lot of TB12 Patriot jerseys. But it is loud there right now. They got a guy in motion, and they hand it off again, and that's Bolden. And they're going to be short of the 1st down, but they drug if they're going to punt it, they drug their kicker out of a deep in their end zone kick. It's going to be 4th and 6. Big loss, yeah, definitely. Luke. Sean McDermott's losing his mind right now. All right, so they're going to be kicking. The kicker's lined up on the 6-yard line. Jake Bailey. They've got Micah Hyde out deep to return. And it's going to go out of bounds at 34-yard line. 46-yard punt. I feel like Jake Bailey's feeling a lot better about that than he was in the first half. And we're going back to commercial break. It does feel like a playoff game. And I mean, I feel like it does have playoff implications. And I feel like when they meet again in like 2 weeks, I believe, it's going to feel the same way. Just because at this point, I don't know which one of them will take the division. And I really feel like that answer is whoever wins tonight. But Bills Mafia, that's a wild bunch. I mean, they jump through tables to celebrate. So that's a lot to me. I do remember I told you guys a few weeks ago that I would jump through a table, but I don't remember what that was for. I said I'd put a Bills jersey on and jump through a table. I had to take the headphone out. I can't listen to these same commercials over and over again. They'll drive me insane. So they're not mixing it up very well today. Go through a table like they're Macho Man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I do not understand why they dive through tables. Why don't they just jump into a beanbag or something? Like they're Macho Man. But I will admit, talking about Buffalo traditions, they eat buffalo wings. I love buffalo sauce. I eat it all the time. So I'll give them that. I love buffalo chicken, just about anything. They've got this like new vending machine type thing at work. And they give you a card that you can just put money on and swipe, or you can just swipe your card or however you want to pay for it. And they've got buffalo, I don't know, mac and cheese or something like that. And I've been wanting to try it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Mostly because when I'm on break at work, because I just get lazy. I just want to sit my entire break, not make food. Keenan Allen has COVID. Yeah, see, he was the one that I actually saw out of the list. I didn't get to see anybody else do it. Oh, we're back now. 3 minutes left. Buffalo goes to the ground. Buffalo last 5 games after this. Tampa, Panthers, Pats, Falcons, then Jets. I hope they beat Tampa. I do hope they beat Tampa. And then whoever wins this game, I hope the other one wins the next time they meet. Like, I hope they even it 1-1. 2nd and 9 now. 2.5 to go. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. They throw it to Stephon Diggs, and he gets 6 yards on that. I do want the Panthers to start turning it up, though. I know they have a lot of issues. They just fired Joe Brady and, quarterback questions. But, all right, 3rd and 3. They might let this run down to the 2-minute warning, and they do. So 2 minutes left. They're on their own 41. It's going to be 3rd and 3. And they're going back to commercial break. But I just want the Panthers and Falcons and Saints to start turning it up on Tampa Bay. Pat's last 4 games. Colts, Bills, Jags, and then finish in Miami. That Colts and Patriots game, I'm pretty sure, is on a Saturday. So that's pretty cool. That should be a good game, too. I'm actually excited to watch that one. I was talking about that matchup last week. And then the Bills, Jags, they should be able to beat the Jags and then finish in Miami. It depends on how Miami's doing at that point. I think they could beat Miami, but since it's divisional and everything, and in Miami, I don't know. Pats have been a good road team this year, so I'll give them that. And that's the only reason I figured they might win this game, because they've been playing so well on the road this year. Before I stream and talk football again, I'm gonna sit down and look through everybody's games and where they're at in the playoff standings, and just figure out where I think everyone's gonna end up. Pats struggle every year when in Miami. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. No, Pats won't beat the Colts. Well, the Colts better hope the Pats don't beat them. They really need to win out the rest of their season if they want to get into the playoffs. Pats could end up going undefeated the rest of the season. I mean, it's possible. It's tough, but it's possible. All right. We're officially going to be under 2 minutes. See if Buffalo can arrange a 2-minute drill or if the Patriots can get a stop and do the same. So we got Matt Breida in motion. Everyone, the backfield's empty. Josh Allen's looking around, and his pass is batted up into the air by Matthew Judon. He's been a factor in this game so far. What's up, Jonathan? I don't think they're able to. If they do, I feel like they won't last in the playoffs. See, I'm very leery about how the Patriots will actually do in the playoffs. Or if you're talking about the Colts. See, I feel like I would trust the Colts in a playoff match right now. I'm just I got a lot of question marks with the Patriots team. Okay, so they're gonna punt on 4th and 3, a minute 56. The Patriots still have 2 timeouts. I don't know. This year's just been so weird. I can't judge anything. So it's gonna be on the 25-yard line where the Patriots are gonna take over, and there's 1:48 left. They're taking a 30-second media timeout. I don't know why, because we've had a million media timeouts so far. Let's see what Mac Jones and Bill Belichick can scrounge up together here, because they're going to have to throw it if they want to try to put points up. Unless they can get a wide open gap for Damian Harris like they did earlier for 64 yards. So Josh Allen is 6 for 10 for 46 yards and a touchdown. Mac Jones is 1 for 1, 12 yards. That's how the NFL is now. The playoffs are going to be super crazy. There's going to be upsets in close games. That's my prediction. That's my hope. I hope so. All right, 1st and 10 on the 25. They're lining up like they're going to run the ball. And honestly, they might just run it. Oh, Harris gets a hole, and he's still going. And he drags him all the way to the 48-yard line. Patriots have gotten a lot more yards in this game total. I haven't looked at it the side-by-side, and I will once we get here on halftime. But Buffalo's just had started with better field position the first couple drives. All right, they go back to the ground, and he gets swallowed up after about 2. So it's going to be 2nd down. There's 1:10 left. The clock is still going. I can see the Pats missing the playoffs and giving the 7th seed to Pittsburgh. I'll laugh so hard and enjoy the offseason so much if that happens. I mean, I hope I hope Pittsburgh doesn't make the offseason, but now that everyone knows Big Ben's most likely going to hang it up, that team's going to basically step it up and probably not going to lose as many games as we initially thought they might. All right, they go back to the ground. They get nothing that time. So there's going to be 38 seconds. And it's still rolling, but someone called a timeout. So the Patriots called a timeout here. I don't know why they didn't call a timeout sooner, like after the last play, but I will never question Bill Belichick's ways. Please don't let the Steelers make the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand why the people want to see him because of, his last run, whatever. But I don't want to see him in the playoffs. As long as the Patriots lose, I will be satisfied. 2021 Steelers are so boring to watch. It's because their lack of offense. That game last night with the Ravens was fun to watch, though. I'd rather watch the Browns than the Steelers in the playoffs, and I don't even want to see them in the playoffs. All right, so they keep it on the ground. He's still going, and he makes it about to the 50-yard line. That was Stevenson. He might be like a half a yard short of the 50-yard line. So it's 4th and 2, and it looks like they're going to let the clock roll out, and we're going to be at halftime. I'm sure he's fine not going for it anymore. Oh, the Bills took a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the Steelers are only one game out, but that's because Cincinnati is the number 7 right now. All right, so the Bills took a timeout. There's 7 seconds left. It's 4th and 2. I don't know if they're going to punt it or go for it. Looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, just kidding. They're punters out there. I saw Mac Jones, and then it shows the punter. They got Micah Hyde out deep to receive. All right. So, let's see what they do here. I don't know why. I just don't understand why they called the timeout and make them punt. And the kick is up. And they let it bounce to the 5-yard line. That was a great punt. And so 11-7 New England lead at the halftime. Bills are set to receive. I don't want Pittsburgh in the playoffs, but I'll take Pittsburgh over the Patriots any day. I could probably agree with that. Who gets the ball after half? I believe it's the Bills because I think they won the toss. I don't want to be biased because I'm a Green Bay fan, but I hope Green Bay gets the number 1 seed and face against the Cowboys in the divisional and face Arizona or Bucks in the championship game and face KC and Pats at the Super Bowl or Pats at the Super Bowl. I mean, Green Bay still could win the number 1 seed. I'm not counting Arizona out, and it's not me being biased because I have no input towards the NFC. I'm still holding on to the thought that Green Bay is going to get number 2 and Arizona is going to get number 1, but there's still a lot of games left to be played, and it just depends on how Green Bay comes back after the bye, which they've been playing really well, so I'm not that worried about them. But I mean, hopefully the Cowboys slip and aren't even in the playoffs. That's my hope. I'm fine with anybody. If Kansas City makes it to the AFC Championship, which I obviously hope they do, I'm fine with them facing anybody except for the Patriots. Like, I just don't want that. The last time I saw that, my heart got broken, and I don't want it. I'm hoping it's the KC and Cincinnati if Cincinnati can get their head out of their butts. Because then I will go to that game. When the Cowboys lose, America wins. No truer statement has ever been said, probably. Packers should win all remaining games. Should. Let's look at their schedule. They've got the Bears at home, the Ravens on the road. They should win that game. I'm not saying they're not going to win the Bears. The Bears is on prime time, I know. And then on the road to Baltimore, at home versus the Browns, at home versus the Vikings, and they end the season with the Lions. They're capable of winning all those games. Let's see. Got the Cardinals over here too. East, North. I lost the paper. Which one's this? West. All right. The Cardinals have got the Rams at home, the Lions on the road, the Colts at home, the Cowboys on the road, and the Seahawks at home. Is it still? Well, the Texans are the only ones ruled out of playoff contention as it stands, and which doesn't make sense. But so technically, I guess that means not right. Oh, okay. It's still possible, but no, it's probably not going to happen. The Bucks have the Bills at home, the Saints at home, the Panthers on the road, the Jets on the road, and then the Panthers at home. I hope they lose like 4 of those games. Like, I hope they lose both games to the Panthers and, like, the Panthers, for whatever reason, go on a run and take the division or something stupid. That's the word of it now. Yeah, I heard that Bakhtiari should be, like, good to go. I think that's who it said. Not listen to this, or I'm just gonna watch it because they're talking about the Giants and Patriots Super Bowl. I don't remember which one, but either way, they lost both of them. So I thought that was hilarious. Actually, gotta take this poll down. And so I believe there was 35 votes. It's still loading the results. I'm curious how this turned out. 48% said Bills, 37% said the Patties, and 14% said a tie. I hope you 14% are correct. Yeah, Green Bay's getting healthy. They're doing better. I thought this weird music from the stream was in your background. Is there weird music from my stream? Because I don't hear anything. Now I'm confusion. Hey, Alex just arrived, but might be able to stick around. What's up, JB? I appreciate you stopping by, my guy. The fly ghost is back. And I was like, I hope not. That freaked me out, honestly. What's up, Gene? Thanks for stopping in. You watching this game today? Because it's been interesting so far. No, it's from the stream where I'm watching the game. Oh, okay. I was like, now, am I just not hearing it? All right. I thought I was crazy. I thought it was the ghost fly playing some sick beats for you. Do any of you guys think the Seahawks are going to make enough of a run to go into the playoffs? They're not technically ruled out yet. I don't think it's possible, but maybe. They've got the Texans, the Rams, the Bears, the Lions, and the Cardinals. Some house music. I am watching it with Peyton and Eli. Yeah, I'm not watching the Peyton and Eli stream, but I do appreciate their stream. Was that Mike Pence's fly? Indiana fly? Okay, that's pretty funny, JB, actually. But this fly is not actually real. I'm pretty sure that fly that was on his head was real. Also, how about them Lions? I know there's quite a few Packer fans in here. I feel like that is like the best thing ever for you guys. I know we talked about it in the stream earlier, but I don't think I brought it up in here yet. But that was funny. I mean, as a Green Bay Packer fan, I could see why that's hilarious. But it was good. It was good. They deserved that win. I didn't think so. I don't think so either, Nathan. It was a ghost fly, yeah. Seriously. I've never seen it in here since then. Like just that one time in here. That was glorious. Yeah, I thought you guys would think so. I figured since I hadn't brought it up and it's halftime, we're not doing too much right now, that I'd ask you because I figured you guys were all pretty happy about that. Yep, the Seahawks decided to start playing good football again too late this year. And I know Russ with the injury and everything, it might be a little different if they were able to have beaten Washington, maybe their last game, but I think it's too far gone. You think so, Nathan? I feel like Minnesota should have won a lot more games than they have this year. Especially the one yesterday, but you might be right. You might be onto something. Mm-hmm. Minnesota is a solid team. Yeah, I was gonna say like they've had some big injuries where key players are out, but as a whole, like they have so many good players. Like they have a good team as a whole, and just the fact that they're not able to finish games basically because that's just about all it is like they're in almost every game, they're just not able to finish. So I mean it's definitely a high possibility. That's how the Seahawks work. They do shitty one half of the season and do something at the end. They aren't a constant team. I feel like last year was the opposite. Like they were a really good team for like 7 weeks. Like everyone was like Russell Wilson's gonna win MVP, and as soon as they said that, they lost like 5 games in a row or something stupid. So they only play half of a season. I mean, this injury he took definitely set them back a lot because they were in fine standings, but I would say they keep Zimmer until the end of Cousins' contract, which I believe it's through 2022, so next year. But maybe after that, unless they just do something crazy tomorrow. Alex, it's been a horrible day. Gonna make some coffee and finish watching the game on the big screen. Talk to you soon, Rob. All right, Rob. Sounds good. Sorry that you've had a bad day, but I will probably talk to you sometime this week anyway. So have a good one. Yeah, see, I mean, you're right about that. San Francisco, like, they slowly started getting healthy, and then now all of a sudden they're, like, in the conversation again. And then they lose Debo and fall short to San Fran. I mean, they played a good game, but they just fell short. The fly is real. I don't know. You were not here. You didn't see what I saw. Had some broccoli cheddar soup too. No problem, Rob. Have a nice night. Computer seems happy. Well, I'm glad your computer is happy and your belly is full. Some food. Man, you guys always bring up food in here, and then that's what I think about for the rest of the night. I'm like, man, now it's time for me to start thinking about. See, you guys are all messing with me again, Gene. I feel like Gene was in here the last time at We Dig It when that whole instance with the fly happened. Yeah, I know, Quizquam. Hope your day is better tomorrow, Rob. We love you, Rob. Rob's living good down in Tampa. Nice and warm and cozy. Partying on the beach every day with his metal detector. There's a fly. It's a ghost fly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be a ghost because, like, it never made sense why it was in here in the first place, and I only saw it that one time. It can't be real. Or I'm just being extremely trolled by a fly. He's just, like, sitting somewhere hiding, just waiting for me to not look before he moves. Oh, looks like we are coming back here soon. I saw a bee last week. Like outside or like in this stream, because please don't say in this stream. You'll really get to me on that one. There's no bees in the house. I was like turning this up because I was trying to hear the background song they're playing. And it sounds like something I listen to. All right. When's the last time? Oh, so just kidding. They answered it. I was going to say, when is the last time somebody only threw one pass in a half? And they said like 1978. All right, third quarter. It's going to be a touchback. And so we'll be at the 25. Outside. Okay. It's like, don't mess with me like that. Besides that giant bee right behind you. I do have a lot of Vikings fans. Wouldn't be shocked if Zimmer was gone after a year. Need a cat to catch bugs. My cat loves catching bugs. I do have a cat, but he's useless. He's afraid of crickets. Because a cricket got inside one time and he hid from it. So they throw on first down. And they hit Cole Beasley for 9 or 10, and he's pushed out of bounds. It looks like he got the first down on that. I'm watching your every move in a demonic voice. Ever seen a cicada killer? They look like torpedo wasps. They grow up to an inch and a half. We got them up here in Connecticut. No, thank you. Funny when someone walks into a spider web, but people don't see the spider web. Looks like they're freaking out for no reason. Just like nothing. Just wiping their face. So they ran the ball for the second. I lost my wording, but this time they ran the ball for 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. I don't think Zimmer will get fired. I think he'll be there through next year, but unless something really bad happens this year, I don't know. All right, 2nd and 5 from the 40. He throws it to Emmanuel Sanders, and that's incomplete, so 3rd and 5. What happened to Murder Hornets? I feel like we skipped Murder Hornets. Oh my god, I forgot about those. I don't remember. I don't know what happened. I feel like if there were murder hornets anywhere, they'd be closer to where you are, Obi. Everything's bigger in Texas. Some big hornets coming at you. They've got guns that are going to rob you. They're like, give me your peanut butter. So Josh Allen throws a pass out to the right towards maybe Sanders again, but J.C. Jackson got his hands on it. That could have been a pick six. It went to aliens. Yes. Oh, he was targeting Stephon Diggs, but he got back around, and that if he could have had another step on that was his. All right, so Buffalo's going to be punting here from their own 40-yard line. Oops. And that's in the end zone for a touchback. The media is garbage overall. Yes, I agree completely. And so are commercials when you have to sit here and watch Baker Mayfield, even on the bye week. I feel like that's cruel and unusual punishment. F. Baker, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to see his face. He's on a bye week. That's 7 days at least. I shouldn't have to see him. Now they got Julian Edelman on a commercial. Baker is a good actor, though. I mean, better than he is a football player. I'd rather watch Jared from. Whoa, my camera just was like, bah. Let me fix her. There are a couple of the Baker Mayfield commercials that I do like, but as a whole, there we go. That should be fixed. Do you like Baker more or less than Johnny Football? Less, because Johnny Football didn't last as long with the Browns. I don't think I would hate Baker if he like went to the NFC or it wasn't in the AFC North. It's just, I don't know. Well, being a Cincinnati fan, the only time Baker Mayfield plays like an elite quarterback is when he plays against the Bengals, and it makes me mad. So I want him out of that division because that's what she said. All right, so we're coming back from commercial now. See what Mac Jones can do in this second half. See if he's going to try to throw the ball any. Or if they're just going to keep pounding it with Stevenson and Harris and I don't even remember what the third guy names. Handoff to look like Stevenson. Yep, for about 3. Bob Dole was a big Chiefs fan. All right, so 2nd down and 6. So they actually gave him 4 yards on that, not 3. And they've got a man in motion. They got Stevenson, it looks like, lined up in the backfield. And they go straight back to him, and he's got a full head of steam, and he's still on his feet, and he gets the first down. He just, took everybody down with him. Oh, man, that kid runs hard. All right, so they're on their own 31 now. Getting a little bit of a drive going here. Stevenson's still in the backfield. They got a guy in motion, and they hand it to the guy in motion. He gets about 3. That was Kendrick Bourne. I know all their receivers. I just don't know any of their numbers. This is a different New England team than the one that started the season. They're confident. Yeah, I feel like it was the defense is getting better, but the offense, Mac Jones is getting comfortable now, and it's getting scary. 2nd and 7. They're going to hand it back off again to Stevenson. He gets the edge and make it down to the 50-yard line, but there's a flag down. And it's going to be a hold on the offense, so that big run is going to be wiped clean on Jonnu Smith. Shout out to Jonnu Smith catching the only pass by New England made today. So now it's going to be 2nd and 17. I feel like we might see a throw. Yeah, I was going to say might throw it now. We might get to see him throw the ball as soon as I said that. I bet they'll go to the ground here, and depending on how much they get, if they throw it. Nope, they tossed it. So he lowered his shoulder and got about 4. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Let's see if it stays in his hands this time. We should be live betting. Will Mac Jones throw a pass this time? I bet they'll run it. So it'll be 3rd and 13. I don't think Belichick's going to let him make too many mistakes. So I don't even know if they'll throw it. They got Stevenson in the backfield, and they run it. Yeah, see, he didn't even... A 1-yard game, so it's going to be 4th and 12. It's like they're saving the pass play for a play-action bomb when they need it. Well, they've got the lead now. Why not keep pounding the football and just running the clock down while they still have the lead? If Buffalo comes out and scores, I feel like they might try to start moving the ball in the air a little bit. But they don't have to right now. They're fine only putting up 11 points if Buffalo doesn't score again. All right, so they got Micah Hyde back deep again. All right. They're lining up in the... Oh, they got Buffalo to jump. So it's going to be 4th and... Unless they call it on the offense. Oh, they did call it on the offense. So it's going to be 4th and 17. Bill Belichick looks about as impressed as he always looks. False start, yeah. All right, so the kick is up. And they let it bounce. And it's to the 40, to the 37. And it's going to be Buffalo's football. And they've got 9 minutes left of the quarter, so they got 9 minutes left with the wind on their side. So if they're going to try to push the ball in the air, now might be the time. And take this out. I can't listen to these commercials. I love that they've stayed true to the run. These running backs for New England are getting a full workload today. I mean, they're spreading it out through 3 of them, but still, like, he stayed true to his game plan. 3rd and long, they still ran the ball. That would have been the perfect time to pass. Next time they're in 3rd and long, I bet they'll pass it just because they ran it on this one. And I think you're right, Dad, but it'll probably be a play action rollout. They'll wait until the box is stacked. Yeah, I bet they're not mad about it at all because they don't want to be the reason for a turnover. Because they've seen Buffalo's receivers juggling this ball around. So they don't want to be the reason for the turnover. Bill Belichick probably already yelled at him over the muffed punt too. So he's probably going to keep them in check as much as possible, limit their time. This is a weird New England offense. I mean, they can make it work any which way they have to. They got to throw the ball they got to run the ball every single play. They've done fine with it. All right. Looks like we are back. And looks like Robert Kraft is sleeping. Oh, he's on his phone. It looked like he was sleeping. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Buffalo 37. All right, so Buffalo's going to go to the air. They throw it to Emmanuel Sanders, and they connect to this time and move all the way into New England territory. That's his 2nd catch of the day. 9 minutes just hit on the time, so officially less than 9 minutes left in the quarter. All right, so they're on the 44-yard line and loads up deep to Stephon Diggs, and they just don't connect. Mahomes and the Chiefs can play in this kind of weather. Remember the Donkeys at KC a couple years ago? I'm talking about also when KC came to Buffalo and it was like pouring down rain and freezing. And they beat Buffalo in Buffalo. But yes, the snow game. I remember. That's what I brought that up at the beginning of this stream about KC and the snow. They play good in the weather. All right, 2nd and 10 now. They go back to the ground with Zach Moss, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down here. Josh has a cannon. He does. He has a really good, a really big arm. Wind messed with that throw. Yeah, definitely. It did hit him in the fingers, though. New England's defense is just playing tough. So it's 3rd and 7 now. And they're going to go to the air, but someone gets his hands on him, and now Allen takes off running, and they spotted him short of the 4th down. He leaps, trying to get across the line before going out of bounds, but they're going to call him down. He almost got sacked further back, but then he took off running. And eluded the pressure. He took the pylon or the camera down. So there's a flag down, and they might have got hitting. Yeah, I think it was the guy who tackled Josh Allen out of bounds. And so they got an extra 15 yards at the end of the run. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the call, but I mean, he hit him, so. Yeah, I thought it was a bad call too, so I'm glad it wasn't just me. So now they're going to be on the New England 20-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, so a handoff to, I think, Moss. And he gets a couple. And now they're carrying him like 15 yards back for no reason. I don't know why they kept carrying him. He was literally in the air, just like a little baby. That was soft, but the right call. He was still reaching for more yardage, so the defensive player had the right to push him out, in my opinion. He hadn't touched down out of bounds. He was still in the air, though. I don't know. I feel like it could go uncalled and it could go with a call. So a quick pass to the middle to Gabriel Davis, but it was just out of reach. So now it's going to be 3rd and 7. That was in the end zone, too. That was a really fast pass. Yeah, he was in the right spot. It's just a little far out in front of him. It might have been because of the wind. Oh, now Bill Belichick's giving the refs an earful. All right, Josh Allen is getting pressured. He's running right, and he throws it. It looked like he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but Cole Beasley was trying to catch that. So it's going to be 4th and 7. It looks like they'll probably kick it here with the wind on their side. Yep, so they're going to line up for a field goal here. Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass is my fantasy kicker on at least one of my fantasy teams. Up, and looks like it is good. So the score is 11-10. What a score. Weird game. This kind of reminds me of that Pittsburgh and Cleveland game a few weeks ago. I know it was a real low-scoring game. Not quite this weird of a score, but that's what it reminds me of. It's like 13-9 or something. It was like the final score. It's a shootout. The 2-point conversion still matters as of now. Yes, with the 1-point lead. Patriots have had the lead the whole game by either 1 or 4 at any point, except for when they obviously originally scored. It's a slow game, but not necessarily a bad game. I bet it is definitely really hard to be playing for both of those teams right now, so I get it. They have a Domino's commercial on right now, and that just sounds delicious. I was like looking, I don't even know what I was looking for, but I guess I'm crazy. All I've had to eat today, well, this afternoon or this evening, is some peanut butter sandwiches, but I'm so hungry and they just keep showing food commercials, so I haven't decided what I want for dinner. Food. What's up, Tim? Yes, food. Off work 15 minutes ago. It's pretty late, but I understand. I'm not a fan of work, but gotta do it. Sorry, I've been in and out because, well, gotta do adult stuff. Chores, shower, putting my kid to bed. Also, I've been writing for my podcast. 3 episodes down so far. Hey, man, I'm not gonna be mad at you for not being in this entire time. I totally get it. I don't have any children, but I have 2 130-pound dogs that I can definitely say it's like taking care of children. Plus showering and other stuff. I get it. I'm excited for your podcast, though. I don't know if I've listened to any zombie-related podcasts before, but I did like the Resident Evil series, and so I know that's like not related at all, but the movies, that is. I'm not sure about the video games. I took today off. Heck yeah, Dave. I was actually off today. I worked all weekend. So they start on the ground again. The Patriots do, and he gets a big hole. And now Damian Harris is limping. He got 22 yards on that run. I don't have to go back to work until Friday, but I am going to a concert tomorrow, and I'm very excited to do that. I haven't been to, I think, any concerts since pre-COVID. All right, so they run it again with Stevenson, and they get another first down. So that was 11 yards. Yeah, I have PTO that doesn't roll over, so I'm probably off the last few Mondays of the years. Hey, that's not bad though. I think I think you're ahead of me by a little bit, Gene. All right, so it's gonna be a toss to Stevenson, and he gets. He's just shy of the 35-yard line. So it's gonna be a second down here. I don't like the terminology like crack toss or crack block because I just feel like it sounds so aggressive. So let me second and 4. And that's the first loss, I think, of this drive. And so it's going to be about a loss of a 1 on that run. So it should be 3rd and 5. It's about time for that play action pass, yes. But I don't blame you, Dave. I know a percentage of my PTO rolls over, but when I was out sick in September, I had to use a lot of it, and so I don't think I have to worry about losing any this year. All right, it's 3rd and 5. The announcer said, "Could they throw it?" And it looks like a QB sneak by Mac Jones, and they move the pile. He's gonna be short, but I was very surprised to see a QB sneak right there. That's the most Mac's seen since he threw that one pass, the most action he's seen. All right, 4th and 1. I'm sure this is gonna be a stacked box. I feel like this is a perfect time for a play action pass. I'd like to see another Jonnu Smith target. Him just run out wide. Nope. I don't think they got it. I couldn't tell where he went for it. Oh, he got the first down. I couldn't even see him in that pile. I couldn't see him in the first QB sneak either. I just saw him duck his head and then the pile start moving with him. They snuck it the last drive, or last play, so I don't understand. I feel like, wow, this drive is insane. Nope, they've called the play dead. So there's gonna be a flag or a timeout. Sean McDermott looks confused and angry. He is confused and angry. He doesn't look it. He is. I can't even see Mac Jones in that pile to judge it. I thought it was a stop. Like, I wasn't sure, but maybe I can see it from this angle. Yeah, I can't even see him in that pile. Mac Jones has 12 yards passing. Yeah, no, he's only thrown it one time. All right, so the Buffalo is challenging. At the end of the pile, you can see Mac Jones crawling out on the other side, but I don't think they should have challenged that because you can't see him in any of the replays it's shown. I don't feel like there's going to be enough to overturn it unless they find a better angle. And this Taco Bell commercial with that double steak burrito just sounds real good. I'm so hungry. Just a pile of humanity. Yeah, see, I couldn't. Well, I'm watching it from my phone, so it's fairly small, so I can't see it. But I mean, you definitely could be right. How do you see? That's my thing. They called it a first down. I feel like they should have looked at it before they just immediately was like, yes. I don't know how they could tell. I mean, they're obviously there, but that's a tough call either way. It would have been tough if they gave it to him. It'd be tough if they didn't. Too many food commercials. I'm gonna have to break out the Cheez-Its. Man, that sounds so good too. Oh, I think I'm dying today. I don't feel like they're gonna overturn this. Yeah, he did. So he might not have made it, but I just feel like this isn't gonna get overturned. I feel like this is one of those situations Buffalo shouldn't have thrown that. I understand the aggressiveness of challenging it and hoping you win. They are in Buffalo. It'll be a riot if they gave the. Yeah, those dudes are crazy. Those Bills Mafia takes things very seriously. They might just start throwing the chair or throwing the tables on the field, jumping out of the stands. You might see someone get hit with a chair. It's going to be loud and it's going to be a riot. You're right. Yeah, I can't tell. I was surprised they gave it to him initially. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be able to overturn it. That's just too much of a. This is what it looks like. And you're looking for this thumb. They might break a table name ref. Well, here it comes. Patriots play selection. Rush 34, pass 1. This is the weirdest game I've ever seen in terms of play calling. I mean, I get it. It's working. Keep doing it. Patriots have 211 rush yards. Buffalo has 50. So they said that Damian Harris is questionable return. I think it was either his ankle or hamstring area. So they run it again. And it looks like he didn't get anything there. Raven season, yeah, I mean, they lost Humphrey. They're basically out of corners at this point. I mean, I hope so, because then Cincinnati can slide up in there. So 2nd and 10 now. I didn't think they got anything from that. And they hand off to Stevenson, and he gets the edge, and he gets the first down in about 12 yards total. Yeah, without Humphrey, they already lost too many starters. I mean, their IR list just keeps piling up. That's the only reason they went for it on that 2-point conversion yesterday, is because they said without Humphrey, we don't have any more guys. We didn't want to be on the field anymore. I mean, maybe we'll find somebody that's decent in free agency right now and pick him up. But all right, they hand it off to Stevens again. He gets about 5 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd down. Minute 8 left in the third. They're on the 16-yard line now. But I agree. I mean, I hope you're right, but I agree with you. These offensive linemen are getting some work in today. Pat's run game is unbelievable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This offensive lineman, that Stevenson dude is tough. Plus, they got that fullback blocking for him. So they got another first down on that 5-yard line. So it might be 1st and goal. If not, they're on the 11. Yeah, this run game is just, they're getting close to 250 yards on the ground so far. So there's only 8 seconds and counting left of the third, so that's probably the last play of the quarter. Or they're probably not going to run another play here. And now the Patriots are going to have the wind on their side for the rest of the game. We got a commercial break. We'll be back for the final quarter of this game. I don't know that Buffalo's going to win this unless there's a turnover somehow. If the Pats win with Mac throwing 1 pass, I'm going to cry. Well, this 1 pass probably hurts his odds for Rookie of the Year. Takes his end of the season totals down a lot. Does whatever works. I mean, I don't blame him. That's what I was saying last night about Kansas City. Their defense won them that game, and I want to be upset because the offense was just not producing. But they got through it. A win is a win at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how you get it, unless it's just a very bad call or something. Then it doesn't feel that good. We need these two to split the game. See, That's what I'm saying. I said I want the Patriots to win this game, but when Buffalo goes to New England, I'm going to be rooting for Buffalo. I would definitely enjoy the Chiefs having the number 1 seed. I don't think you have to worry about Tennessee taking the number 1 seed unless they come back and start playing stupid goat again. But I honestly just don't think so because I feel like the Colts have a good chance of coming up and matching them. I haven't looked at Tennessee's schedule. I meant to do that when I was at work yesterday because I was talking about it with I don't understand why the Colts are in the South, but it's fine. Tennessee's got the Jaguars next, the Steelers next, the 49ers, Dolphins, and Texans. I mean, they might be able to win out, but I don't know. I'm just not confident in the Titans. He's a different breed. Refused his first touchdown pass when they try to give it to him. He's good with one pass and no rookie of the year if they keep winning. I mean, yeah, that's you're right. That just defines a different breed of special football player. But yeah, I remember they gave him that ball and he just tossed it back. He said, "I don't care." But whatever works, man. You know, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He learns fast. He's smart. All right, first down and 10. Right outside the 10-yard line. Oh, and he's smacked back for a loss of like 4. So they can get a first down somewhere between the 1-yard line and the goal line. It's not on the 1 yard. It's like a half yard. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Without Derrick Henry, and they said he might be back for the end of the season, but I feel like he'll be limited if he is. And so I don't trust Tennessee to like keep going as strong as they are. I mean, they started slipping right there before their bye. One thing is for sure with Belichick, he has absolutely no emotion when it comes to play calling. He just has no emotion, man. I think I've seen him smile once in 20 years. Very analytical. I feel the same way about Harbaugh with Baltimore. He goes based on analytics. So it's gonna be 3rd and 18. They've ran twice and lost yards both times. Here's the play action. Here it is. It's coming. I feel it. They got someone in motion. Nope, and they hand it off. And they gave it to Brandon Bolden, and he only gets like 4 yards. They'll probably kick a field goal here because they got the wind on their side now. Why is Dallas in the East Division? From what I heard, it was to have exposure to the New York area with the Giants. I mean, maybe. I don't understand. These divisions don't make much sense, but like they've got Tennessee in the South, and that's fine. Like it's a little off, but it's fine. And then they got Jacksonville, which makes sense. They got the Texans, that makes sense. But Indy is all the way at the freaking top. Nowhere near South. So 34-yard attempt to kick is up. And that wind just whipped it around, but the kick is good. And now we finally, for the first time in this game, have a normal football score. It is 14-10. And it's going to be the Bills' ball after commercial. And their D is playing lights out right now. Yes. This is an interesting game, to say the least. Let's end this, Buffalo. Let's get it. I don't know if Buffalo can, the way this defense is playing. I mean, Buffalo's got the pass advantage on their side. Like, Josh Allen is able to move the ball in the air a little bit better now, but the wind is against them, so I don't know how much they're going to be able to throw the ball like they want to. He definitely has the arm strength, so I'm not discrediting that. I don't know. I'm curious to see this approach on this drive because I think this is important. Nothing makes sense. I mean, maybe at one point it made sense, but Like, I feel like the West was all done well. All 8 teams in the West, I feel like I agree with. In the North, Detroit, yes. Minnesota, yes. Green Bay, yes. Chicago, yes. Cincinnati, I can get behind it. Yeah, and then Cleveland is even more north, so yes. Pittsburgh and Baltimore should be in the East. It's just like, I don't know. Geologically, it doesn't make sense. Or, yeah, I believe that's the word I was looking for. And the Lions are still a football team. Hey, they won this weekend, Gene. And I'm pretty sure you're a Lions fan because I feel like you said that to me. But maybe I'm wrong. But they won this weekend, and me and Dad both picked them to win. And I think that coach might be the answer. They went on a lose streak, but he was still a new coach, still a new team, new quarterback. Geographic. Yeah, see, I thought that, but then I went the wrong way with it. In my head, I was like geography, but I couldn't figure out the bigger word for it. And I don't think it's over for the Lions. Like, I feel like they're going to turn it around based on how this head coach drafts. Like, I think they'll win. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're going to go out and make a playoff run next year. But I think they're definitely going to win more games next year. All right, so Buffalo takes it from the 10, and he's returning it. And it's Matt Breida, and he makes it all the way to like the 37-yard line. 12:54 left in this game. Lions are a top 10 team. I mean, TJ Hawkinson's a top 5 tight end. The running game has been actually pretty good. Jared Goff is not a good quarterback, but he's like as talented as like someone like Jimmy G. He's like a good stand-in man. The run game is getting better there. They've got a little bit to fix, but like honestly, they should have won at least 5 games this year already. All right, 1st and 10. They go straight to, they fake the handoff, throw it to Dawson Knox. He actually catches it this time, and he's moving the guys on his back down for a couple more yards. Now, I don't dislike Dawson Knox. I only said that because I'm pretty sure he's dropped every ball that's thrown to him this game. I actually do like him. Lions are still alive for the playoffs. What kind of miracle would that be? That would be insane. Imagine like putting like even something stupid like $5 on the Lions right now to make the playoffs, and it actually happened. All right, so they go back to the run game here, and he's stuffed short of the 1st down. Yeah, the Texans have a better record than the Lions, and the Lions are still alive in the playoff race. Lions have been rebuilding since 57, and every year I think it might be the coach, QB, running back, whatever. I don't know. I think they've got a decent team right now. They just have to build on it. All right, 3rd and 1. They throw it to the middle to Stephon Diggs, and they complete down to the New England 39. 10-yard catch. I don't know. I am confident if they keep their head coach that they have right now, they're going to improve in the next couple years. Obviously, they've been in rebuild since they became a team, but this guy he has the passion and heart and drive of someone who needs. So it throws deep, and it's tipped out of his Sanders' hand, and it's incomplete. Maybe the Lions can make a trade for Rodgers. That will literally never happen, but it would be super funny. Second and 10, 10:54 left, 14-10. Josh Allen rolling right, and he takes off running. He's got a huge gap, and he's finally taken down at the 23-yard line. Devin McCourty makes a stop. Let's go, Allen. He's a fast boy. He looked like he barely threw that ball. He's throwing against the wind right now. I mean, I don't know if he still is, but he was the team's leading rusher for a long time early in this season. I think we might see a lot more QB designed runs coming up soon with him specifically. Maybe not Mac Jones. So they handed off to, it looked like Singletary. No, it was Moss, and he got a gain of 3, tackled by Kyle Van Noy. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 now. There's Santa. Santa is at the Buffalo game. Obi. $9:35 left. They're on their own 20, or on the New England 20. Allen's got all the time in the world, and he finally throws it and hits Zach Moss, and he gets a first down. And now there's a flag, and I feel like they're going to throw it on that guy for a horse collar tackle on Zach Moss. He drug him down from behind. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. On Hightower. Make New England tonight. Yeah, they had him from the back, and then once he started pulling, he wasn't grabbing the horse collar, like the collar at all. He just had like the shirt, but he did pull him down from behind. So now it's 1st and goal. Let's see how tough this New England defense is right now. If they score a touchdown, we might get to see Mac Jones throw the ball. So hand it off to Zach Moss, and he gets swallowed up after about half of a yard. All right, 2nd and goal now. I'm going to be looking out. I definitely feel like this is 3rd down or 4 down territory, because you saw the play call against Tennessee on 4th and goal. I mean, they lost the game because of that, but I think they're definitely going to go for it on 4th down if they don't get in it. But I'm looking at, well, he's not even on the field right now, but I was going to say Gabriel Davis again, because he's been pretty reliable to him in the end zone area. But so Buffalo took a timeout here. They've only got 1 left. Maybe they didn't have the personnel on the field they wanted. I think it said Diggs, Knox, and I didn't see who else was on the field with them. So this is just 30-second small commercial break, but I don't know exactly what yard line they're on, so how far it is. I'll see. Just got to play smart. I mean, yeah, both teams, definitely. So they got 2 tight ends in. They faked the handoff, and he slipped up, and then Matthew Judon gets him. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal, but it's going to be a long. Wow. Yeah. Play action time. Yep. Yeah, he just slipped over his own tackle. And then when he got up, Matthew Judon was there to grab him right back down. All right, so they're on the 15-yard line now. Tim says pick time. Throws it. Overthrows. Dawson knocks. So it's a 4th and goal. I feel like. So is that did they jump? Refs back to help in the Pats. Oh no. I hope this is not as true, but it did look like he jumped. I'm actually surprised they're going to kick this field goal. But so it's going to be a 33-yard attempt by Tyler Bass. And it's up and it's no good. It got pushed to the right at the last second. This is the shortest missed field goal of his career. So now it's going to be Patriots ball. Well, we're not going to see Mac Jones throw now. Buffalo only has one timeout. There's no way they're going to throw the ball at all. Yikes is right. I feel like that field goal was like Bill D will get it back, don't worry. I mean, I'm not worried. You don't see Bill Belichick stopping the clock. Yeah, there's no way Mac Jones will throw the ball. Even on 3rd down. It could be 3rd and 30, and he's going to keep running the ball. The way that they're running the ball right now, Buffalo might not get the ball back if they can keep getting first downs. 3rd and 5, call a QB sneak. That's what I'm saying. You don't see that very often. But no one would expect that, I guess. I smell a fumble coming. I mean, that's definitely possible. Patriots on what, like their 15-yard line? Tuck rule coming up. All right, 7:24 left. It is a 4-point game. I feel like I would have went for it on 4th and long with 15 yards. Just because of that wind. All right, so it's going to be a handoff to Stevenson, and he lost about 2 yards. Did you ask Santa what you wanted for Christmas? So the fewest pass attempts in a win was 2, and it was Buffalo, 1974. I have not spoke to Santa yet. Oh, so 2nd and 11. There's only loss of 1. Oh, is Mac Jones going to throw it? He threw it. He threw it, and it was no good. There was a play action, but he should have just took it for a couple yards. Wow, I can't believe they threw the ball. He's going to throw it again. It's a screen down to Brandon Bolden. There goes his QB rating. Mac Jones looks so disappointed, but I'm like, buddy, it's okay. You've gotten half of your pass attempts. Or you've gotten 66% of your pass attempts. Oh, 4th and 4. He's punting from his own 15. He's with the wind, though. And that's going into the end zone for a touchback. All right. I'm going to head out. Have a good rest of the week, everyone. Have a good night, Gene. Thanks for hanging with us for a little bit. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very excited for Monday Night Football next week, the Rams and Cardinals. Alex wants a KC and Cincinnati AFC Championship game with the Chiefs winning 51-50. That would be the best game of my whole life. If the Bengals make it that far, that would be the best day of my whole life. I would take off work for a week for that. All right, 1st and 10 on the 20, 5:47 left. Are you telling me you wouldn't want that matchup, though? Go KU, because that would be pretty sweet. Allen goes deep for the first pass, and it's caught by Stephon Diggs. They say it's a catch, but it was really close to the sideline, lurking as usual. Thanks, Alex. Hey, Kathy, thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, the toe drag. The toe drag by Stephon Diggs. That was beautiful. I can't be mad about that. That was so beautiful. Chef's kiss. Toe drag swag. That was, seriously, beautiful. Stephon Diggs is special. So he throws it to Zach Moss, and he gets to about the 50-yard line, and Hightower pull him out of bounds. The clock will keep rolling here. There's 5 minutes, under 5 now. It's going to be 2nd and 5. I can see the snow now. I haven't seen the snow all game, but I can see it now. Bird told me to tell you hi, Alex. What's up, Bird? All right, Allen throws to the middle to Dawson Knox, and he gets his another catch, and that's a first down. And they cross into New England territory here. That was a big catch by him. He got hit hard on both sides. So on the 42-yard line. 4-down territory here on out. Oh, absolutely. I don't even think they've had very many second downs on this drive so far. Allen throws it over the head of Zach Moss. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Toe drag swag by It's in the Blood merch. I can get behind it. We're working on some special looking stuff. I just haven't decided which way I want to go with it yet. but a Toe Drag swag shirt would be pretty cool. All right, 2nd and 10, 3:45 left in this game. It's almost impossible for a tie at the moment unless they get a touchdown. Zach Moss gets a big run all the way down to the 24-yard line. That was a 17-yard run. Clock's still rolling. I'm seeing a TD here. Bills up by 3. Then Pats get a field goal, a tie. Yes. Yes. I just like when Matthew Judon made that tackle, the back of his shirt like went up, and I just saw like his bare back, and all I can think of is how cold that would feel. Oh no. Matthew Judon did not get back up. It looked like he just skidded on his face. And Bill's going to pull off the win. I don't know, maybe. Bill Belichick's on the other side of the field, so I don't know. I can't ever count that man out, and except for last year. Last year was like the one time in my entire life. Joe Buck is actually funny. This dude's cracking jokes on the Manning cast. Why doesn't he do it when he does? His jokes are just dumb on the regular broadcasts. Judon is down. Yeah. Is this grass or artificial? I can't tell. It's so cold. It looks like it's artificial. I'm not sure. All right, so Judon is walking off, which is probably a positive for the Patriots. Week 14 bye is the latest bye the NFL's ever had. That's crazy. He said, Omaha set. He throws it to the middle to Sanders, and that's at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and about 5. Neither. It's frozen tundra. Yes. Half ice, half plastic, half metal. I mean, I'd hate to get tackled and like drug across that. I've had turf burn before, but it's that cold, that would be way worse. 2nd and 5. Allen takes off running. He fakes a throw. And it looks like they're gonna give him the 1st down. He ran out of bounds. Let's see if they can capitalize in the end zone. If Allen wants any chance at the MVP, he needs this win. I feel like, I don't know, like, the way that they've won games, like shutting out people and everything and putting up 45 points, like, I feel like I don't think he'll win MVP this year. All right, hand off to Singletary for about 2 yards. So there's 2:20 and the clock's running. This might go down to the 2-minute warning. Need a sack or an interception, tied now in fantasy. That turf does burn. So New England called a timeout. There's going to be 2:14 left and the 2-minute warning. Patriots will have 2 timeouts. Buffalo only has 1. Please, please, please get a TD. No player really cares about the MVP, though. That don't give him the drive to win. Yeah, I agree. All right, 2nd and 9. 2:15 left to play. I feel like they need to target a big dude, one of their tight ends here. Dawson Knox needs to make sure he keeps his catching gloves on. I want the Bills to score so it forces Jones to throw the ball with 2 minutes left. That's fair. This wind is just ruining everybody's day out there. Jake Kumaro, yes. Forgot about him. He's not on the field right now. So he threw back shoulder to Diggs, and it was close to connecting. That might have been a touchdown or on the 1 yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 here. Yeah, the wind definitely affected that throw. They might settle for like, someone jumped. Dawson Knox jumped. Oh no, Buffalo's killing themselves right now. They were like, I love when penalties happen. They start pointing fingers. They're like a bunch of toddlers telling on each other. All right, 3rd and 14 from the 18 yard line. Looked like Josh Allen was not ready for that. He's running away from the pressure. He escapes a sack. He throws deep down the sideline. And incomplete to Dawson Knox. He hit him right in the hands. Did you choose the Pats to win, Alex? Yes, I did. Some guy in the stream said, getting diggy with it. I laughed a little more than it was worth. Dawson Knox I told you he needed to put his catching gloves on because this was the perfect guy to throw to. All right, that's a 2-minute warning now. It's going to be 4th and 14. They still can get a first down here because obviously they're not going to kick it again. If they would have made it last time, then maybe. Getting diggy with it. Oh my god, they're showing a Domino's commercial again. I can't. I wonder how late Domino's is open. I don't really want to make that drive. It's a pretty long drive for me, but I might do it. Bills, more like bums. I do like the Bills. Don't get me wrong. I defended Josh Allen all last year. Gotta go. Oh, 12 o'clock. I mean, if I call him now, in this when the game ends, it's probably not going to be a tie. No, I'm not going all the way out there. But what about Papa John's? They're probably already closed. Pizza sounds pretty good. Yuck. I don't care. I'm starving. And their breadsticks here are good. Plus, they got some good chicken. I mean, they swept the Finns. Yeah, they did. But they also play the Dolphins both times when the Dolphins were playing poorly. Dolphins are actually playing good now. Well, at least the first time. I don't know about the second time. How about Bills have to be the biggest disappointment of the season? No, yeah, definitely. I mean, I had them with when we did our preseason, I think I had them with the best record in the AFC at the end of the year. See, I have my. There it is. The Bills, yeah, I had them finishing the season at 15-2. I only had the Patriots finishing 9-8, but that we did this before Cam Newton got cut. I don't know. The Browns have been a little whoa. I went fuzzy again. Oh, did it fix itself? Yeah, it did. Seattle is the disappointment of the NFC. What's up, Paula? See, you went the same way I did, the Browns. I had the Browns winning that division this year in my preseason stuff. The Texans are right where I had them. Colts are about where I had them. The Bucks overachieved a little bit. Well, season's not over yet. The Titans I had at 10-7. Yeah, I had the Seahawks are my biggest disappointment, and the Seahawks and Bears are my biggest disappointments of the NFC, and the Bills and Browns, I would say, are my biggest of the AFC. I mean, I had the Chiefs right behind them. They're not going to win nearly as many games as I gave them for. Yeah, I know, Luke, but I made these predictions, I think, in like July or August. I don't know, whenever we posted a video of all of our preseason predictions. I don't remember when that came out. It might have been September, early before the season started. But because I wrote out like every team's schedule and picked wins and losses. Yeah, it might have been preseason. I know, somewhere around there. And then added them all up. So I kept all of that just so I could see which games I had them winning and losing. All right, 4th and 14. Obviously, they're going for it. There's 2 minutes left. They're trying to draw them off right here. All right, pressure's coming. Allen throws in the middle, and it's nearly picked off, but it got knocked away. I don't think there was even a Bill in that area. So 1:55 left. Buffalo has one timeout, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. That's game. Yep. Kudos to New England's run game and kudos to New England's defense in this game. And New England's got the ball, and they run it with Stevenson, get 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do. The 1:50 left. Buffalo just used their last timeout. Game, set, match. Yeah, he just kind of, I don't know what, is Mac Jones the player of the game? Yes, he's 2 for 3 and like 5 rushing yards. Hey, we might see him throw it if they don't get the first down on the ground here. A handoff to Stevenson again. He gets nowhere. OB, what's the total of your fantasy team? I know you said you were tied, but they did stop him on 4th down. Play action pass. Play action pass. 11-17, 11-17. Clock operators seem to be cheating. I mean, maybe. So what does this mean for fantasy? I mean, 2 ties counts as an extra win, right? It's just so Matt Milano went down on the field, so they had to give an excess timeout to Buffalo. So basically, they just are allowing them to take more time off the clock. It was a lot of confusion. That would be nice, but negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Oof. I am sorry, OB. It's been awesome talking to you again. Hopefully, I will join your dad in Thirsty Thursday. But if you're interested in joining my podcast, I can put you in episode 3. Let me know and send me an email. Shinx, if you'd like me to be in your podcast, just give me the rundown and I mean, I'm down. I don't know how good I'll be for you, but I'm down to do it. Bet Shane got that reference. Play action pass now. Wouldn't that be a shitty call? I hope so. It looks like they're in kneel formation though, but they called a timeout. I'm going to go train T again. Thanks for fun. Thanks for hanging, Nathan, for sure. We'll be back one day this week. I will not be back tomorrow for anything, so unless Dad has something planned, I don't. Dad will be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. for college basketball. And Thursday, I'll be back for the Minnesota Steelers game. And Sunday at 4:05, Dad will be doing the Bengals 49ers game. And I'll probably be here for the Sunday night game. I don't remember who it is right now. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Luke. Have a good one. It's nice talking with you. All right, so they're going to be punting this ball with one. Oh. They let the clock run out. It should have been at 1. I was going to say, it should be at 1 second. So they're going to punt the ball with 1 second. Or they can just hold it. Have a turnover and downs. Play Play action pass. Play action pass. Hail Mary to the end zone. Does that count as a turnover for New England? All right, final score is 14-10. Final score 14-10. What a weird game. You know, a Hail Mary to the end zone would have been great. He's got the wind on his side. Just throw it as far as he can. I appreciate you, Tim. I feel like this was not much of a play calling game because it was so slow, just back to back pummel runs. And so it's like very like slow. And so I apologize if this stream was like weird because it was just waiting between run plays. He's got the wind on the side. Yeah. Just throw it. It'll add to his arm strength. He could probably get him maybe 50, 60 yards with the wind on his side. He's got playmakers down there. And as long as someone's down there to stop him if it's an interception, game over. Who cares? I think it would be fun. Let's mix it up a little bit. What's up?
Nothing.
Bills better win at New England. Great job tonight, and go Chiefs. Absolutely. Go Chiefs all day, every day.
You
We're
know, that
rooting for a
was
Chiefs-Bengals AFC championship.
something to behold there at the end, right?
Why wasn't he throwing? Because he didn't have to, and the winds was incredibly terrible and never on the right side when he needed to throw. Plus, their run game was amazing. They ran the ball for like – let me pull up the stat real quick. Last time I saw it was like getting close to 250.
You've got to believe that Belichick knew that wind was going to be a factor and did not want to put it up in the air.
Not that he didn't trust him. It's just like no room for mistakes as long as you hold the ball.
You know, Belichick does not like to give away games, does he?
No, only 222. I forgot the last couple of drives. They went backwards on a lot of runs. It was getting close to 250, but 222. Buffalo had 99 rushing yards and 131 passing yards. Patriots had 19 passing yards. Buffalo ran 57 plays. New England ran 49. They each had one turnover. Buffalo had been sacked twice. And everyone said that the refs were on the Patriots side, but they had more penalties against them.
I would agree there. I think the refs called it a pretty good game.
New England had 6 penalties for 47 yards, and Buffalo had 3 penalties for 20. I made like $30 a night. She asked me before the game if she should put money on New England, and I said yes. I said I feel comfortable in that. But I didn't because I feel like I jinxed myself. So I did not put any money on that. But heck yeah, $30 is pizza money. And I am starving. And it was a fun game, honestly, for as weird as it was. I enjoy not every game looking the same.
I got to say, you know, not worried about stat lines and stuff like that. New England plays team football. You know, they don't care they don't care who, you know, you don't have wide receivers complaining about targets. You got a team that wanted to win the game. They won the game like they won, and now they're celebrating on Buffalo's field.
Which is huge in that division right now when Miami's heating up and Buffalo's trying to get back ahead.
It's a good thing that right now, I mean, not knowing how things are going to play out, that Buffalo beat Miami twice this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably going to work out for them, hopefully. I still think, especially with a Patriots win, that there's a chance Buffalo falls out of the playoff race. Hello, my favorite and old-fashioned run game. Yes, definitely. Thanks to the wind and snow and cold. What's up, Red Rocket?
They're showing outside Orchard Park right now, and if you wait till you see that when it comes up.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Oh.
Is it snowy?
Yeah, you can see the snow blowing straight horizontally.
That's how it was pregame. I'm going to put my camera back to 720 or whatever it was. I took it off because it was fuzzy. And I felt like it got fuzzy again. Ooh, there we go.
I had to go eat. Everybody's talking about food the whole time. I had to go eat while we was in.
Dude, I'm so hungry. I got to feed my dogs and feed my cat before the stream, and I had peanut butter sandwich. It was not enough. It's not enough, Dad.
About ready to take my NyQuil and go to bed.
Yes. Yeah, it was a great game. Hard fought by both teams. Shout out to one, the New England defense, and two, the New England running backs. Can't really credit Mac Jones too much in this one, but yeah, I wish there was snow on the field too. That's what I was really excited when I saw the pregame and saw the picture or the video Adam Schefter posted about the snow. And I was like, yes, a snow game, but it was just a wind game, really. It was still a weather game, but not what I wanted.
New England's run game still looked stout. They knew they were going to run, and they ran it effectively.
They might have lost Damian Harris for a couple games, though. But that Stevenson guy is like literally like a smaller Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Belichick should count as a player because his coaching style, he goes in there, he makes them play a game plan, doesn't care about statistics or anything like that. He just cares about winning, and that's why he wins so much.
Yep, I mean, yeah, that's about it. And shout out to Matthew Judon for the best catch of the game on.
God, the Bills dropped to the 7th seed.
That pushes Cincinnati up?
Yep.
Yeah. What's that, to Chargers, Cincinnati, and Buffalo?
Yep.
Chargers got the Giants, so they should win that game. Cincinnati's got the 49ers. That's a coin flip right now. Buffalo's got Tampa Bay, so that's a coin flip right now. Tennessee comes back. I don't even remember who I said they play. I think the Jags. Tennessee's got, the Jaguars, so they might stay on top. Well, they'll stay on top. The Colts aren't caught up yet, but they could slip. Yeah, this playoff race is getting interesting fast.
Yeah, I mean,
who thought by week 13 Buffalo would be at the 7 seed? The answer is not me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and pull my picks up for how I was at this point in time.
I haven't tallied mine since week 6 because I knew it was getting bad.
Yeah, it's so hard because if you can't account for anything, and you can't account for teams getting hot. You're just preseason.
You can't account for who's getting injured.
There's all kinds of factors. And Pookie must have had a good game because the Bulls won by 12.
I wonder how his stream did.
When I left there was like 3 in the house, but the first time he did it, I don't think he had anybody. So
baby steps.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No, not with the dead time. My first play-by-play on here was a little rough.
That's why I like the college basketball because it's just nonstop.
Yeah, but I think today there were more commercial breaks than any football game I've ever done. There were 4 commercial breaks by the time they got to 7 minutes in the first quarter, like 7 minutes left.
I was complaining about the TV timeouts in college basketball.
TV timeouts in college basketball are bad, but literally, how many minutes in 8 minutes of football game clock, there were 4 commercial breaks.
Wow.
And I'm sure there was at least 2-3 more in that quarter. Like, it was like they did it every single possession change. And at the beginning, it was every drive was 3 and out. Other than that touchdown run by Harris in the first quarter.
How big was that?
64 yards to the house.
I mean, that set the tone for the whole game. That put Belichick's plan in motion. They got the first score.
They got the first score, and basically it felt like the only score. There was literally no points in this game. So he just controlled the clock and kept his defense in check.
Yeah, but if they never get past you, then why do you need to change your game plan?
I mean, I'm not disrespecting the game plan because it worked. Boring football is not always bad football.
Nope. And you know what? And I don't think Belichick cares about TV ratings either.
Belichick doesn't care about anything anyone will ever think about him. So I'm just saying, if it works, it works. Why change? I'm real disappointed I didn't get to see a little bit more pass action from Mac, but it's fine. Next time for sure, in 3 weeks.
You know that it's almost a given that Bryce Young is going to win the Heisman.
Is that the Alabama guy? Yep. That Brady and Bill only care about the win. Yeah.
Cool, Tim. Thanks for being here today. What's up, Red Rocket 4000?
Yeah, Tim. Thanks for hanging with us. Get you some food and some sleep. I know you get up early in the mornings.
I'm getting ready to go eat my medicine and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm about to head on out of here. Anybody have any final comments before I go? Shark.
Got my shark picture up today, man.
He said, "Hi there, Shark." I've got a stuffed shark. Not as ferocious as your shark.
Hey, they look like brothers, though.
This is Jake.
Jake just looks a little slow.
Well, Jake's old, okay? His things are broken. They just hang now. But he's pretty big. Had him for a long time. His tail just falls. He's broken. He's old. Jake's my mascot. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back in here on Tuesday. Well, maybe me. I don't know. Wednesday, sorry. I will probably be in the chat, but he will be here for sure. This shining face. My thing is blurry, so I'm not going to bother with fixing it now. I will see you guys either on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday, Sunday. One of these days, we'll be back soon. And with that being said, I hope that each and every one of you have a nice night, nice week until I see you again. And yeah, we are out of here. Till next time.